Max for Live is an add-on to Live 8, available from Ableton and made in conjunction with Cycling 74. It provides unique new instruments and programming potential. Now available from Puremagnetik.com is Max Fuel the First, a suite of 10 Max for Live devices. This bundle is made to run only in Ableton Live and comes with presets and other content. Each device fits into one of three general categories: instruments, audio effects, or control devices. The instruments can be found in the Live device browser under Instruments, Max Instrument, Puremagnetik, Max Fuel the First. Stick is a synthetic drum instrument. He's driven by classic FM synthesis with optional noise, a multi-mode filter, and a limiter. Out of the box, he's ready for use in Ableton's drum racks. Bump is a monosynth with an interesting delay section. Within the feedback stage is an easy control filter with variable gain. Audio effects can be found in the Live device browser under Audio Effects, Max Audio Effect, Puremagnetik, Max Fuel the First. Jumble has the same filter feedback portion as Bump, in this case allowing you to process incoming audio. Both of these devices have a limiter at the output, since great feedback entails great responsibility. Marx is the nom de guerre of our old friend Spectral Mixer. She works the same as before, setting different volumes for the signal's quiet, mid, and loud portions. Yell is a multi-band distortion device, letting you localize the warmth, crunch, and sputter as you see fit. Drop is also multi-band like Yell, but he makes part of the sound go away. And Veer is a flexible pitch shifter with a wet-dry control for the output. The control devices are a bit different. To Live, they are also audio effects and can be found in that same folder, but each device passes the incoming sound directly to the outputs, like a pair of patch cords. What these devices actually do is modulate the parameters of other plugins. LFO is a highly versatile, low-frequency oscillator. The waveform itself can be redrawn by hand, and the number of steps altered to create a step sequencer. Sidechainer uses the incoming audio signal to manipulate any plugin parameter. The input can simply be averaged, or a threshold can be applied. Multiplexed gives you one knob that proportionately controls up to 4 plugin parameters, making automation or MIDI control of multiple parameters simple. For more specifics, mouse over any parameter, and information about it will appear in the Info View area. Also note that beside each device are presets, and as with all Puremagnetik bundles, assorted drag-and-drop clips and other device examples can be found in the Live library under Clips, Puremagnetik, Max Fuel the First. Several of these devices share frameworks, so let's focus on some of these common functions for a moment. All the control devices share the same parameter targeting system. To choose the modulation destination, first select a track, then a device on that track, and finally a valid parameter of that device. If you have added tracks or devices that aren't listed, hit the refresh button to update the lists. Once a parameter is being controlled, use the base setting control to adjust the parameter's center value. The amount setting determines how far the targeted parameter can drift from center. Finally, the invert switch flips the modulation signal around 0. The same multi-band framework is shared by drop and yell. This approach provides 4 channels with identical processing capabilities, including a filter up front for determining the bandwidth of each channel. Above the filter graphs are color-coordinated tabs for selecting which band to edit. The selected band's filter graph is brought to the front, and black bandwidth lines are shown to guide mouse editing. Click between these lines and drag horizontally to adjust the cutoff frequency, or click on one of the lines and drag to adjust the resonance. Lastly, the solo switch to the right of the tabs mutes all signal except for the currently selected band. This is intended to make editing easier. Rate settings for LFO and drop, and time settings for bump and jumble all use the same framework, which we affectionately call free Abe perf. When in free mode, you get a time or frequency parameter, set in milliseconds or hertz respectively. You also get a multiplier, allowing you to scale the set value quickly and in multiples. The true rate setting is displayed below. Both Ableton and performance modes sync your rate to Live's transport. Ableton mode replicates the standard rate options provided by Live's own plugins. Performance mode has 3 controls, one for the bass interval such as half notes, quarters, or sixteenths, and then 2 separate controls to make the selected interval a triplet or dotted value. Just to be clear, only the active mode affects the device. This makes it easy to switch between 2 or 3 pre-selected values. So there you have it, the full cast of characters, all polished and built with the end user in mind. We hope that Max Fuel the First helps you do something you wanted to, gives you new ideas you hadn't thought of, and just helps you make and perform your music. Thanks for your time, and take care.